Namaste. Welcome to Yoga for Life with Antoni. Today we're going to do a short yoga strong class. That's basically power yoga that I have taken and slowed down and made a little bit more gentle. But it will reap huge benefits in the body as far as strength and flexibility. So let's get started by coming to our mat and standing up nice and tall. You want to make sure your feet aren't going out or in, about hip distance. You're going to lift your toes and spread them. And then you're going to start to stand upright, bringing the shoulders back and down and your ears back over your shoulders. You can close your eyes or gaze softly down at the floor. You're going to inhale through the nose as you start to lift your straight arms. Try not to lift your shoulders. When you get to the end of your breath, exhale, start to slowly bring your arms down to your side. Again, we're keeping the shoulders down and the arms straight. Just stop where you feel stuck. Inhaling through the nose, slowly lifting. See if you can exhale through the nose, slowly lowering to your side. If you can't exhale through the nose, exhale through a tiny little hole in the mouth. Inhale. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale, breathing out the nose. Do that on your own 2 more times. Slow, complete breaths. Really taking your time to exhale completely each time. 1 more. Let's all come to the top of our mat and go with our first sun salutation. Again, we're going to find mountain pose. Feet are straight, toes are lifted. Shoulders down, head back, lifting up through the crown to lengthen the spine. Inhale, lift the arms, chest and chin. Exhale, as you fold, you're not going to bend with your back. You're going to bend with your knees and your hips, keeping your back straight. And you're just going to hang here, releasing your head. Or you can cross your arms and sway. If you have high blood pressure, glaucoma, just keep your head at level with your heart. And then we're going to half lift. So that means we're going to straighten our legs and back. And you can either have fingertips on the floor, or most people, hands to your shin. Straightening legs and back. Exhale, bend your knees. Bring your hands to the floor. And step back. If you're unable to do this, try checking out my chair yoga playlist. And then we're going to walk our dog. That just means you bend one knee and you bend the other. Bend one knee, bend the other. Release your neck. Move your hips. And then we're going to come into tabletop. So we're going to have knees under hips, hands under shoulders. We're going to find arched back on the inhale. This is called cow. And then we're going to lift and round the spine on the exhale. This is called cat, or cat stretching. Tuck your toes under and continue with 3 more, moving with your breath. So imagine your breath is moving your spine. Your breath is leading. Let's meet in the center. So your back is not really arching or rounding. It's neutral. Release your toes. Bring right arm forward, left leg back. And then lower that left hip to be even with the right hip for bird dog. On the exhale, you're going to act like you're going to crunch it in, but you don't really touch knee to elbow. Inhale, release. Exhale, crunch. Let's do that 4 more times. You can exhale through the mouth. And then hold. Push the mat with the left hand. Lift the left leg, right arm, but lower that left hip and release. Let's do that same practice on the other side. First, let's kind of rock the hips side to side, wagging our tail. Back in the center, neutral spine. Push with the right arm. Left arm lifts, right leg lifts. Lower right hip, that's important. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, stretch. that right hip, reach forward, reach back, push with the right hand and release. We're going to release those wrists for a moment, shake them out. And then we're going to come back into our downward dog and take a big inhale. And then we're going to continue to breathe. I want you to pull your shoulders down your back, away from your ears. I want you to push your hands forward and then bend your knees to bring your hips back and up. And then reach your heels down. And then we're going to walk it in. Walk it in, wide legs, soft knees, hang and release. Half lift, straightening legs and back. Sit in a chair. Now it's important that your knees go back. You can use your thighs to lift your chest. Lift your toes for chair pose. Open up to the sky. Release your arms and swing it out. Big cleansing breath. Let's do that again. Add in some plank chaturanga. So find mountain pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge, straight back. Half lift. And fold, step back to downward dog. Pull those shoulders down your back. Inhale. On the exhale, come into plank. Hold this for 3 breaths. You can be knees or toes. And then we're going to do chaturanga, so you just bend your elbows any amount. You can do knees or toes. Don't let your elbows go out or in. They're pretty much in line with your shoulders. And then we're going to come back, and we're just going to bow. So my hands are going to slide forward. My chest is going to bow. Feel the stretch in your armpits and shoulders. It's called puppy pose. Slide those hands slightly back. Bring shoulders over wrist and bring your chest forward and up for cobra. Then back to downward dog just to walk it in. And then that half lift, straightening legs and back. Then sit back in your chair, knees back. Chest lifts for 3. And lift and release. And twist it out. All right. So in an hour-long class, we'll do about 4 of those. But today we're keeping it short and getting the most important muscles to strengthen the body. We did some chair pose already. Squats are super important. Let's do one more chair pose. So your feet are hip distance. You're going to sit back like you're about to sit in a chair. And then you're going to bring your knees back, okay? And then you're going to lift your toes. Bring your hands to your thighs to straighten your back, but don't hurt your back. Arms out for 3. And 2. And 1. And release. Bring your feet slightly wide, your toes slightly out, and try to draw circles on the floor with just your hips. And you can also rotate your wrists as well. And then change the direction. Drawing a big circle on the floor. Good. Cleansing breath. Let's do some calf raises. The calf muscle is known as the second heart. It also helps metabolize and process glucose. So on the inhale, we're going to come to our toes. Exhale, we're going to slowly lower, not plopping down. Hold on to a wall if you need to. And inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly lower. Let's do that 4 more times. With the breath. And you might need to hold on to a wall because we're going to hold this for 3 breaths. And release, step to the top of your mat. Bring the right foot back, heel down. There's space between my feet. I'm going to square the hips, bend the knee to work this quad, and press into the back heel to stretch that back ankle. And then we're going to bring shoulders over hips, arms lift wherever they do. And we're going to take 3 breaths in Warrior 1. Chin lifts, heart lifts. Strengthening the neck muscles as well. We're going to hinge forward, arms out for Humble Warrior. Really feel the weight in the thigh. Lift your ribs to work your core. Come back up. Release. Ha! Let out a sigh. Let's do the other side. Left foot back. Heel down. Bend that knee. The more you bend, the more challenging. Square your hips even. And start to lift chest, arms, and chin. Keeping that back heel pushing down. That's also going to work your back glute. That left glute. The front knee stays right in the center of the toes. Bending the knee as much as you can. And breathe. Then hinge into humble warrior. Lift your ribs to work the core. Feel the weight in this thigh and breathe. Back heel stays down. Slowly come up and release. We do all the poses that we do in power yoga, but we slow it down in my Yoga Strong classes. We're now going to bring the feet wide. We're going to turn my left foot towards the corner or the front of the mat and bend the knee to stay even with those middle toes. Come on to the pinky toe side of that back foot. Bend the knee. Now watch what happens to my hips. Shoulders over hips. Arms out, shoulders down, ears back. Look at something that's not moving for 3 breaths in Warrior 2. Side bend. Try not to use your arms to lean on. This is going to encourage your back muscles to fire up. You can do whatever you want with your arms, but don't lean on them. Side angle warrior. Come back up. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Right foot turns out, knee follows. Just keep it in line with the foot. I'm going to kind of sink to the pinky toe side of that back foot. Line up hips and shoulders, arms out, shoulders down. Look at your drishti. That's just something that's not moving. 3 breaths. Keep this knee from falling in. Now we're going to transition from Warrior 2 to Side Angle Warrior. Choose your arm position and hold that using these side muscles. Back up. We're now going to bring both toes out and we're going to sit down in horse pose. So don't let the knees come forward, push them back, and bring your arms out or in Namaste for 3 breaths. Try to lift your toes. Come back up, take a cleansing breath. Ha! We're going to go back on our horse pose. Back on the horse, knees back. Sit down. This time we're going to come on our toes for 3 breaths. And walk it in. Shake it out. Ha! And we're going to go to the floor. So let's go ahead and sit down on the floor. And we're going to rock our boat. We're going to do boat pose. So first I want you to feel your 2 sits bones, those little bones you're sitting on. And I want you to come right in the center. And then you're going to bring your hands back here and bring your feet to the floor, knees bent. Keep your chest lifted, never round. All right? And don't let your knees splay out either. We're going to rock back off the sits bones onto that little squishy part of the butt. The feet can stay down, up, or you can even grab behind your thighs, but keep your chest lifted. Keep your knees from splaying out. And then sit back up with your feet coming together in cobbler pose, lifting your chest. Let's rock that boat again. Off the sits bones, onto the squishy part of the butt, and back into cobbler pose, lifting the chest. Let's do that a few more times. See how my chest stays lifted? You can grab whatever you need to, and cobbler pose, lifting chest. And again, take a breath. And cobbler pose. And again, see if you can straighten your legs without rounding, without hurting your back. Never hurt your back. And lift. Then you're not working core. You're only hurting your back. And 2 more. Take a breath. And lift your chest in cobbler pose. 1 more. Make it flowy. And lift. All right. Now we're we're gonna do some back strengthening. We did a little bit with bird dog, but we're gonna come onto our belly. We're gonna bring our arms to our side with the palms up, face down. Now press into your pubic bone and lift chest, arms, legs, and head, and exhale, coming down. With your breath, 5 more times. Press into the pubic bone to lift. Exhale, lower. And again, lift those arms, lift those legs. Feel the back bend. And we're going to do one more to hold. Press into pubic bone, lift legs, lift chest, lift arms, lift chin for 3. Don't hurt your back. 2. Never work through pain in yoga. 1 more. And release. Stack your hands, rest your head, and do some windshield wipers. Cleansing breath. And now we're going to roll to our backs and do some bridges. Feet are flat. Again, don't let your knees splay out. Arms are out. Chin is straight, it's not up. We're gonna squeeze those glutes, lift our toes, and lift in our bridge. Exhale, lower. Let's do that 5 more times, slowly with the breath. Don't go quickly. We're trying to activate and wake up the muscles. This will encourage us to have less pain and less injury. 2 more. Squeeze and lift. Slowly lower. 1 more. Take a big cleansing breath. Ha! And we're going to go to our deepest bridge. Not letting the knees lift, spread out. Lifting your toes, lifting, squeezing those butt cheeks. Keeping your neck straight. You're kind of hugging your inner thighs together. And breathe. Feel your belly lifting and falling with each breath. And release. All right, we're now going to bring both feet to the ceiling. Legs are straight, so adjust where you need to keep your legs straight. Bring your toes in towards your shin and lift your heels up and back. And release. And again, inhale. And release. And again. 3 more. Feel the stretch in the back of the leg entirely. And the last one we're going to hold. So heels are up, toes down, scooch towards the ceiling, legs straight, and breathe. And we're going to come into cobbler pose. So my feet are clapping, my knees are out. And we're going to bring our knees together and then push them out. And we're going to do it with our breath. Inhaling to squeeze, exhale to press your feet together. 3 more. These are butterflies, a little bit different than cobbler, and we're going to hold that, pressing your feet together. And 2 more breaths. And release. Bring your left foot to the floor, right foot comes in figure 4. Looks like this, okay? We're going to take our right hand and push against this right inner knee, or really just hold it. And then with all your might of your leg, I want you to push into your hand on the inhale, and then on the exhale, slowly pull it away. If this hurts your knee, flex your right toes in towards your shin. Let's do that 5 more times. Inhale, push. Exhale, slowly release. And continue. This is a modified pigeon. We're not popping in or out. Very controlled. Always moving with the breath. This is good for sciatica and your hips. And this one we're going to hold. Feel free to use a fist or a hand. And push into that hand for 3 breaths. Shaking is a good sign. It means muscle and brain are communicating. Doesn't mean you're weak. It's actually the opposite. You're strengthening. And let's switch sides, left foot. Again, you can flex those toes in if you have a hurt knee or your knee just hurts. Firm left hand or fist and push into it on the inhale. And exhale, slowly release. Don't just pop away. Let's flow with the breath. Slower is better. We're activating the muscle, turning it on, and cleansing breath. Ha! This one we're going to hold for 3. Pushing with all your might, coming to your edge. Pushing into the hand. And release. And now we're going to go into our Shavasana. So you can be on your back with your feet together and knees out. You can have your feet on the floor, knees falling in. Or you can have your feet up on a chair. Or straight legs, nice and wide, arms wide. Close your eyes or gaze softly at the ceiling at one little spot. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Let it out of your mouth with a sigh. Ha. Now you can just stay here for several minutes, pausing the video. Or just take 3 breaths slowly. And being the exhale each time slowly. Feel the breath rising and falling in your belly. And then take a big inhale, reaching your arms overhead, hugging your knees in. Rock it out. Roll to your side. And namaste. Thank you for joining me today. And this is a great total body class you can come back to again and again, strengthening the major muscles of the body. Namaste. Remember, yoga helps you to tease your body into shape. You don't have to torture it.